How often have you been at a loss for words when trying to describe a particular sound in English? Today, we're going to delve into the world of collocations related to sound, which are combinations of words that frequently go together and sound right to native English speakers. First up, we have an eerie silence. The word eerie describes something strange, frightening, and mysterious. So, an eerie silence refers to a silence that is so complete and unexpected that it's unsettling. For example, when the electricity went out, an eerie silence filled the house. Next on our list is to break the silence, which means to say something or make a noise when it's very quiet. For instance, after several minutes, John broke the silence by asking a question. Moving on, we have a babbling stream. The word babbling describes the gentle, flowing sound that a small river makes. So, a babbling stream is a soothing, continuous sound. Example: they fell asleep to the sound of a babbling stream. The patter of rain is another common collocation. Patter describes the light, quick sound that raindrops make when they fall. So, the patter of rain is the soft, rhythmic sound of rainfall. For instance, she loved the patter of rain on the roof. A rumble of thunder is the low, heavy, rolling sound that thunder makes. Picture this. After the flash of lightning, they heard a rumble of thunder. The wind whistles is used when the wind is blowing with such force that it produces a high, sharp sound. For instance, as the storm intensified, the wind whistled through the trees. Then we have the waves crash, which is the loud, violent sound of waves hitting the shore. For example, they watched as the waves crashed against the rocks. The ear-splitting sound or noise and the deafening sound or noise. Both these phrases describe extremely loud, usually unpleasant sounds, like the ear-splitting sound of the alarm woke him up, or the crowd's cheers were a deafening noise. Excessive noise refers to noise that is more than necessary or needed. For example, the excessive noise from the construction site was disturbing. Background noise is the general noise in the environment that is usually ignored. For instance, he could barely hear her over the background noise. The muffled sound describes a sound that is not clear, usually because it's being blocked by something. For instance, they heard a muffled sound from the basement. A shrill voice is a high-pitched, piercing voice. For example, her shrill voice echoed in the hall. A grating noise is a harsh, unpleasant noise that annoys you. Consider this. The old door made a grating noise when opened. Raucous laughter is loud and rowdy laughter. For example, his joke was met with raucous laughter. A dull thud is a low, heavy sound, usually made when something heavy falls or hits something. For instance, he heard a dull thud as the book fell off the shelf. An almighty bang or explosion is a very loud, sudden noise. For example, the fireworks ended with an almighty bang. The constant roar of the traffic is the continuous loud noise of vehicles. For instance, living in the city means getting used to the constant roar of the traffic. Music blare out is when music is played very loudly. For example, the music blared out from the speakers. Machine hum or machine whir is the low, continuous noise that a machine makes when it's running. For example, the only sound in the office was the machine hum. Give a sigh, give a gasp, and give a groan are used when someone makes these sounds. For example, she gave a sigh of relief, or he gave a gasp of surprise, or he gave a groan of disappointment. Make a scratching sound or make a rustling sound are used when something or someone produces these sounds. For example, the cat's claws made a scratching sound on the floor, or the wind made a rustling sound in the leaves. In summary, we've covered a range of collocations that describe different sounds, from an eerie silence and the patter of rain to a grating noise and a dull thud, and many more. Remember, using these collocations can make your English sound more natural and precise. So keep practicing and you'll master these sounds in no time.